Hello and welcome. It is Friday, November 14th. I'm filming this extra intro because I already kind of filmed something back on Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember what day it is anymore. It's the clip after this. I'm also in my van in that clip. But what I was going to say is, because I had kind of referenced that I was going to try to make a video for Thursday. Obviously that didn't happen because that was yesterday. Nothing came out yesterday from when I'm filming this. And I was gonna try to do on Thursday and like Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday. I'm just doing Sunday now. So obviously you probably know that already because you clicked on the video, but there's an explanation of why I didn't do Tuesday, and Thursday is kind of included in that now. You'll see that on the next clip. Short version is my father-in-law did pass away and my mother-in-law has moved in with us, and it's made things, you know, we're trying to figure things out, and it's hard to film, and we got all kinds of chaos going on, so it's been hard. I do have an event coming up tomorrow, and that's what this video is going to be about, basically. There isn't going to be a whole lot of prep video, but it's going to be more a little bit of prep. Like I'll talk before I get to the event, and probably in my car again, and then I'll talk after the event in my car, and maybe I'll film a little bit at the event too. We'll see. Other than my setup, maybe we'll see. We'll see how slow it is because it's at a school and it's not that many vendors, so I might be able to film something without looking too crazy or, like, you know, being rude and not doing anything for people. So yeah, I guess that's what I want. So just basically this intro is to tell you that whatever references I made to a video coming out on Thursday, you can ignore those because that didn't happen. So basically this is the only video, Sunday, and it's all gonna be all about this event. So let's get started with the rest of the video. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm in my van again. It is Wednesday, November 12th. I skipped one of my vlogs. I normally do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday/Sunday. Tuesday, I probably could have tried to squeeze something in, but I figured it's probably better not to, so I didn't. Anyway, just to update, if you watched my previous videos, you have some idea of this. But I had said that my father-in-law, my husband's father, was in the hospital and he had some issues and it probably wasn't looking good. Well, he did die. So yeah, he died on November 9th. So we actually had to move my mother-in-law to our house, which is also kind of the reason why I haven't filmed much. We're trying to get into a rhythm of that. But anyway, so that's what's going on there without talking about it too much. I do have an event this Saturday. I talked about it in previous videos, like I said, but I had said that I hadn't had it confirmed yet. It is confirmed. It actually got confirmed the same day as the one in December that I was worried about. They were both schools. They both hadn't confirmed. Well, they both confirmed the same day. I think it was sometime last week. So those are confirmed. I also kind of forgot that I had applied for another one for next weekend. I didn't write it down or anything, like, oh, maybe this one might happen. Like, it was just a complete surprise, and it kind of came through at the last minute because this is next weekend we're talking about. But like yesterday, I think it was, I got an email like, oh, you're accepted. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, what is this? Like, so, and good thing I still had the weekend available, otherwise I would have had to cancel and hopefully they would have given me my money back. Anyway, doesn't matter because I am doing it. Well, I think I'm doing it. So far, I'm planning on doing it. But that's another one, and it's kind of far away too, next weekend. So, like, this one is like 30-40 minutes away from my house. The next one is like an hour away, maybe more. So, 2 Saturdays, very early mornings. Well, I'm not sure about the setup time for the other one yet. I may be switching those around. That one might have been the early morning one. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm driving right now. I will update you in a minute. But the one this weekend is at a school, like I said. It's in a gymnasium. I think I mentioned this before in other videos too, where it's in a gymnasium in the school and they don't want the floor scratched up. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm going to Menards. If you don't know what Menards is, welcome to the Midwest. It's kind of like a Home Depot or Lowe's, you know, but it's also got like groceries and stuff in it too. It's kind of an all-in-one shop. you get like the 11% rebates and stuff that's going on right now. But I figured I might as well go there because they have the stuff I'm looking for. So what I need is like rubber feet or rubber something to put some of the stuff on that I have, because they don't want the floor scratched up. They're really worried about that. They have it all in their thing. I do have liability insurance too, so hopefully maybe they'll be a little lenient on me because I have insurance. But like, I'm worried about the pegboard. It does have little, on the one side it does have little like feet on it, but I might be able to add something to that. Or what I'm probably going to do anyway is get like a rug or a pad to put at least the pegboard area on. It's probably one of the things I'm getting. I'm also getting like rubber feet or something like that, maybe different sizes, because I'm not sure exactly what I need. The tables I think I do have rubber feet on them. I'm not even sure which ones I'm bringing yet. I was working on the layout yesterday. It's a 10 by 10 layout, much bigger than the last event I did. So it's kind of expanding what I had there a bit and adding a little more to it because I have more space. But I'll have to finalize that tomorrow, Thursday, because that's when I'm getting more information about where I'm going to be and stuff like that. So that might change my layout a little bit. But right now I'm kind of going for the similar, I don't know why I'm turning here. I should have went straight. Oh well. Similar, I can go this way too, it's fine. Similar layout to what I had at the 8 by 6 layout that I did for my last event, but now again it's bigger, so I'm using a similar type of layout for that, because I like that the way it went last time. So been figuring that out. I've also been trying to figure out like those changes that I wanted to make. Again, I mentioned these in previous episodes, but there are a couple of changes I want to make, like the assistant Chaz sign. I want to make that a little differently, and I want to hand make all my signs too. So that's what I'm kind of going to be working on today, I think, when I get home from Menards, after I show you what I got. We're going to be working on that. That's probably what this video is going to be about, and then the next video is going to be about prep for the next, more prep for the next event Saturday, and making more product, hopefully. I have enough, I have enough that it's fine, but I'd like to make some more. And get some of those gift bags done and stuff. Again, you can watch my previous videos. But also, I think I'm going to have that one come out on Sunday instead of Saturday. So then you'll have the initial reaction of my event and everything on there, like the recap on there as well. So I'll do that on Sunday. I might start doing Sundays because I do these events normally on Saturdays. There's a couple that are on Sunday too, but I think it might be good when I do the events if I do the Sunday instead of Saturday upload. So especially this week because we missed Tuesday already. So I'm trying to vlog as much as I can. I haven't been doing much because of all this going on. So that's, for now, that's the intro, and I'll show you what I get from Menards. I'm not sure if I'm going to film at Menards. I don't like being that person, but we'll see. Maybe I will. Otherwise, I'll film afterwards and show you what I got, and then we're going to go home, and I'm going to start working on like the signage for my booth that I want to make and everything like that. So let's get started with that. All right, out of Menards, I got some white paint for the remaining crates I have that I want to spray paint white so they match the rest of my stuff. Try to do that today too. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. I got this rug pad kind of thing. I wanted to get this one because it was something that people could still kind of stand on, because the other one was like kind of like lattice or whatever, it had holes in it. So I thought that would be awkward for people to stand on. I could just cut it so that it's underneath the pegboard only and not over the whole thing. We'll see what I feel like. Maybe I'll still do that. But I got a couple packs of these. There's 4 of these in a pack. Just little rubber. They're rubber feet. I also have, I forgot to mention earlier, I have 8 that I had used to have on my washer and dryer, the feet on my washer and dryer to keep it from like moving and stuff. I never put them back on because I had to take them off for some reason at one point. I never put them back on. So I'm probably going to use them for my checkout stand, I think. And I think I'm going to bring both of my checkout stands this time. I have two. So instead of bringing my smaller tables, but we'll see with the layout. But I was thinking of putting those on there, like the legs of those on those little rubber feet that I have there. Anyway, I have 2 packs of these. Could use these for the tables, depending on which ones I bring and stuff. And I have these smaller ones that might fit on my pegboard, where the legs are the little protrusion things that come out, which are plastic. They're not rubber. So I could put that on as a double layer of protection because I'm going to have the rug pad too. But I'm going to see if they fit. I'm not sure if they do, but I got a couple of packs of those. And I'll get that all figured out. And then I got some, like I said, you can get groceries. I got a few groceries. I got some cat food. You know, so one-stop shop, like I said. I mean, they don't have everything, but pretty much. All right, so that's what I got at Menards. So we're going to go home, and I'm going to start working on signage and stuff. That's it. So let's do that. All right, I'm back again in my car. I know it's going to be a lot of car in this video. This is still Friday, November 14th. I'm having trouble keeping track of the dates. This is the same time as the intro that I filmed. But, so right now I head to the store, but also I just wanted to kind of update whatever I can. I have a lot of ideas for upgrading the booth. I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to implement them for this event. I'm focusing on making more product and making signage when needed for that product. And again, my printer is still not working, so I have ways I can do it without it, but it's a pain. I mean, I could always, you know, go get prints from somewhere or whatever, but we'll see about maybe doing that if I have to for the next couple of events, try to make it more professional looking, because the next one I have is if you haven't been following along, I have an event at a corporate office, Kohl's corporate, here in Wisconsin. They invited me, and I want to be a little more put together for that event, you know. Not that I didn't want to be put together for this event, but you know, sometimes it just that's on next Wednesday. So today is Friday. Next Wednesday is that event during midweek, which is not really normal. But like I said, it's at a corporate office, so it's a little different. And then I have another one next Saturday. I think I mentioned that earlier in this video. That was a surprise because I didn't even know I was doing it until a couple days ago. So, but that's fine because hopefully I can make some money, because with my mother-in-law being at home, I'm not going to be able to paint windows for the holidays, which was supposed to be, you know, something that would potentially bring a lot of money in for me, because I need to help out. She's got some issues and I need to help out with her at home. I can't leave when my husband's at work. So I mean, I could leave for like short periods of time, but I can't leave all day. So that's not going to work. So probably not going to be able to do that this year. And depending on, because we're working on getting her into an assisted living place, but there's kind of a waiting list, so we don't know how long that's going to be exactly. Maybe before the end of the season, maybe I could squeeze in a few in December, but we'll see. So hopefully, I talk about my goals. I paid $40 to get into this event, which isn't much. It's a school event. As far as the crowd goes, it's not very promising. I've never done a school event though, so I'm not sure. Yeah, it was $40 to get in. I'm hoping to at least make 40, make my fee back. That's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to double it. That would be 80. That's not far off from the highest I've ever made is $68 at my event. I know that doesn't sound like much, trust me. I know. But so far that's my highest is 68. So if that'll be beating my sales record anyway. And you know, it's possible if I have enough, because I'm making smaller things that are less expensive. So hopefully more people buy the smaller things, because otherwise, like, I have to count on people buying big ticket items and maybe a few small things. That's what I've been doing basically. I'm trying to make more smaller things, but you know, so I'm focusing on that this time. So hopefully that means more people will buy the smaller things, and then, you know, more smaller ones add up to a larger total. So, making more ornaments. I made more small signs yesterday, and they're not all done yet. I made some of them. I had 9 available already. I made 2 more double-sided, and then I made, I think, like 10 more. I forget the count exactly, and I might make a few more still. But I only made the one side. I have to make the other side still of those, but I worked on those last night. I'm gonna start making more of the thin ornaments first, and I'm gonna try to work on examples for like personalized ornaments that I can make. So maybe people will buy those, but those would be at a later date. I can't make them on site. It's just not feasible. Maybe if I had a booth attendant with me, but I don't. So I'm gonna try to get those done, like the thin ones, because those are even cheaper. And then make more of the thick ones if I have time. I need to make more magnets. And then I'm gonna move on to making like my square and rectangle signs, more holiday related though. So those are my priorities. I do have my gift bags too. I want to make some gift bags, but it's iffy on this one anyway, because I'm not really supposed to, because I mentioned this earlier in the video, they're very strict about, like, it's a gymnasium floor. We don't want anything ruining the floor. I have like a rug pad that I got. I could possibly put my little stand on there, but it has plastic wheels, doesn't have rubber. So like a lot of my things have plastic actually, which is great. Technically my wagon also has plastic wheels, and they said that you can only bring a wagon in if you have rubber wheels, so I'm probably not using my wagon either. I'm probably going to be carrying everything by hand, or at least maybe bringing my wagon to the door or something, and then bring it in my hand. I don't know, but a lot I have to work out today, and I was going to work on more stuff the last couple days. I mean, I did work on those signs a little bit, and I started kind of thinking about the way I was going to word my, I have to go to, okay, good. I thought I had someone impatient behind me because I'm going to the ATM. Because I need cash, because I spent all my cash, because, you know, I had to. Because, again, I need money. So, I'm getting some cash out of the ATM. Then I'm going to go to the store and get some change from my cash. So that hopefully I have enough change for people. Okie dokie. Because I have a few singles left. And that's it. So, like 6. So I'm going to try to get some 10s and 5s and more singles. Probably going to stop tomorrow too on the way somewhere to get a soda or something. So I might not do the gift bags this time. I'm probably not going to get to them anyway. So, and I won't bring the gift rack then. So it's just another thing I'm going to have to carry in, which is not fun. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, that itself isn't a pain to bring in, but when I have to keep making trips, it's going to be a pain. So, that's that. So I might just hold off on those and focus on them for the corporate event and the ones after it. Because the corporate event doesn't say anything about rubber. I'm sure they have carpet or something. The other school one that I'm doing in December, I got an email about that one too. And I actually was given the choice between the gym or the hallway, and I picked the hallway. So I figured that would be better. Because, like, I signed up for a 10 by 10 space, but obviously you can't put that in the hallway. The hallways aren't that big. So they said they'd give you the same amount of, like, square footage, but it would be a little narrower instead. So I figured I'd do that because I think that would work out better anyway, and it would be kind of a challenge figuring out layout-wise, and I always like to challenge myself. So I figured that would be better to do. I'm at the store, so I don't really have much else to say right now anyway, so I will probably, next time I see you, it might be showing off the product I have, it might be packing my van, probably packing my van, because then I can film better, because I got too many people in the house right now, and it's just, I have a hard time filming when it's myself. Like, I stumble over my words and stuff, and if there's people listening to me, it's going to be even worse. So, that's why I don't like filming when there's people around. So, I will probably, I'm going to start packing the van anyway when I get back home, because there's certain stuff that I don't need right now that I can just put in now. So I'm probably going to start with that, because just to get it out of the way so I can have more space anyway. So, and now that I've kind of figured out my layout, because they did finally email me and tell me where I am and stuff, and it's nothing special really. We're just kind of in rows, and it's not against a wall or anything. I was kind of hoping I might be against a wall, but I'm not. So, because of the pegboard, more stable if I'm against a wall. Especially if I'm going to be on this rug pad. I might test that out before I take it out, but we'll see. I guess that's it for now. I'll see you then. Bye. All right, here's what I have so far packed up. For now, like all the big stuff, I have my big pegboard here. These are my 2 checkout stands. I brought both benches and the 6-foot table. They go with that. I got the 4-foot table because it's a 10 by 10 space, so I can put those next to each other. I have my picture board, which I decided, one of the reasons I took both benches, because I was going to take one at first, that I was going to lean the pictures against the top bench, because I have the bench in front, and then the 6-foot table, and then the second bench is on top of the 6-foot table. So I'm going to put the pictures against the bench. And then I don't have these in the car yet, but I have little things that I can use for risers on top of the bench, so that if I put anything on the top, which probably will be signage and stuff, then it'll be visible behind the picture board. Should be, at least. I guess I haven't tested it, but I think it'll be better, at least, that people will be able to see it. And then I decided to put the first bench in because anything I put on the table then in front of the picture board is going to have to lay flat. So it kind of limits my space, because otherwise you're not going to be able to see the pictures. So again, I haven't really tested this. It's just me thinking in my head. So we're going to see how this goes, basically. But I have my tablecloths here also. That's pretty much it. I'm not bringing those small tables that I normally bring, like I said. This is my backdrop, which at this place I think I'll need. Kind of depends on how I do the pegboard, but I'm planning on putting longer part of the pegboard on the back wall, and then do the corner like I did last time, and then do either 2 or 3 panels on the side where my checkout stand is going to be in front of. And last time I did that in my smaller space, the pegboard was behind me, so I didn't have space for the backdrop anyway. But this time I think I'll have space for the backdrop behind me. So, and I like to have something behind me when in the checkout stand area. I don't like having that open. So I'm bringing it. I mean, if I change and I don't use it, that's fine. But that's what I did last time. I brought it and I didn't use it. So I also have some bricks here. So I have my rubber mat that I got for protecting the floor from the pegboard, but I can show you maybe when I go inside, otherwise when I bring them in here. I have a few more rubber things that I have, like kind of like mats. They're not perfect, but they'll work for that, just in case I need them for anything else. Because all of my tables do have plastic feet. At least these 2. I didn't check the benches, I guess, but the one bench is going to be on the ground. But anyway, so I have mats that I can put underneath the feet there if I need to. I also have the little stands for the little rubber feet. I got 8 of them, so I can do it at least on those 2, not on the bench that's on the ground though. But I do have other, like I said, I have little mats that I can use. And some of them might also be on that big mat that I have, depending on where I put it. So that's about it. By the way, if you saw the stain over here, this was here from the previous owner and they didn't clean it, and I didn't get a chance to clean it yet either. So, but that wasn't me. I didn't make the stain, is what I'm saying. I think something must have dripped from that cup holder. That's probably what it was. I thought maybe it was dog vomit or something, because they did have a dog, but it looks more like it came from the cup holder. So at least it's not that gross. But anyway, I do need to clean that at some point, whenever I have time. Anyway, so this is all the big stuff, like I said, like all the structural stuff. I'm going to start working on painting some more stuff, and then I'm going to bring another round out. I also have my door hangers in here, because those are ready. But yeah, everything else is going to be in round 2 or 3, so I'll see you then. Bye. Alright, it's still Friday. I've been gifted a little bit of time. I don't know how much, probably like a half hour. To myself in the house, so I figured I'd maybe do a little update here. I got a lot of more stuff, well, not a lot more. I got more stuff into the van. I'll probably go out and show you that. I got some stuff in here that I'm still working on. I think I said earlier in the video, if I didn't, I meant to say it earlier, but it's different now anyway. But I think I said it earlier. I don't remember anymore. I said that I probably wasn't going to be able to bring my wagon because I thought that the wheels are plastic. I actually double checked and I think they're rubber. So I'm gonna bring it. I'm pretty sure I can use it, so which is good because I'm gonna be alone and there's a lot of heavy stuff to bring in. I have to bring the pegboard in by itself anyway because I had to do that last time. But all the tables and stuff I can put in there to pull in, so I don't have to like do so many trips back and forth to the car because that was gonna kill me. And I only have an hour and a half to set up, so I think I'm gonna bring my wagon, and I think we're good there. I don't know what I said last to update you. I've been working on signage and stuff. I can show you some of that, I suppose. Hold on. I don't have a wall right here, but here's some examples. So I don't even know if I'm gonna have those holiday trees done, but I have a sign for them. If they're not done for this event, they're gonna be for the next one for sure. Next two. I remade my small signs. So these signs, first of all, I want to make them better. This is just a kind of improvement on what I had, but I did change the prices on some of this stuff, so I had to make a new sign anyway. And my husband kind of got the printer to work with his laptop with the cord, so I can print. In fact, I have a few things. I'll show you actually what I did. I haven't printed them out yet because I'm waiting for my husband to get back, but I want to make these better, but they are one of the things I did. Again, I want to make them better, but I have kind of like little things here, like why would you buy this? Like celebrate 2 seasons holidays with designs on both sides. Go ahead, flip them over. Everything 2-sided. I say that. Great value. They should be. Can stand up on their own. Just don't knock them over. That's for the small signs like this. This isn't a flat surface, but they usually can stand as long as you don't knock them over. But anyway, I have those. And I think I said to you earlier, again, I don't remember what I filmed or not. I had 2 that I had made last night that I made both sides of. I don't have those in there yet. They are waiting to be sealed. Actually, they're in the garage. I sealed one side. I have to do the other one. I have, again, I don't remember how many, like 10 more that I did the first side of, so I have to do the second side still. I still have to do that. Then, after I get those done, because I want to do those first so I can seal them, then I'm going to work on my thin ornaments, which are, you might not be able to see them. They're kind of back there. And I want to work on some more magnets. That's bare minimum. That's probably what I'm going to get done. I'm going to try to work on the trees, but those have to get sealed too, so I'm probably not going to do them. I did bring my wood slice signs. Here's another sign. I'm bringing those. They never sell, but maybe they will. You know, they're ready now. Like I have the sign ready and everything, and I have the room to display them, I think. So now, another thing. So before I figured out that I could bring my wagon, I was like, well, I'm not even going to bother bringing the vending machine. I'm probably still not going to bring it. But the reason I wasn't going to bring, one of the reasons was that I was going to have to bring it in by hand. And it's not heavy, but it's heavier. And it's something that doesn't really generate a lot of interest normally, especially because I haven't made my improvements yet on it. So I was going to leave it behind. I think I'm still going to leave it behind. So yeah, probably, unless I change my mind, but I probably won't. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to leave that out, like take it out. I put my mailbox in the car already. I'll probably show you that. I'm just using the flyers I had from before. I had wrote down that my shop was opening November 3rd, which didn't really happen. I have some kinks to work out, and I haven't had a chance because of all this stuff going on. So I said it's going to open now on the 18th, which is next Tuesday. So that's what I'm giving myself as a deadline. So I'm going to work on that throughout all this, maybe even at the event, because I don't. Did I tell you? I don't think I told you. When I looked at the Facebook event for it, which I don't have right here, it had like, hold on, only 21 going and 76 interested, which is not good. I'm assuming that, a lot of the parents that go to this school are probably going to be the ones that are there. I'm not sure if there's going to be more people there. And they have like Santa and stuff like that there. So it's mainly for like the school kids and their families, I think. I don't know if a lot of the public is going to come in. So I'm not expecting much from this event. I'm hoping to get my $40 back at the very least. That was my goal number 1. I said that earlier. Goal number 2, a little more lofty, double that, $80. And then my other goal was going to be break 100, but I really don't think that's happening. But we'll see. Maybe. There's only, I don't remember the exact number, but something like 30 vendors. So if people are looking to spend money, maybe they'll spend my money with me. I don't know. I do have, Christmas decor and ornaments and stuff. It's still kind of a little early for Christmas, honestly. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of this, but that's why I'm not killing myself over it. But with the last event that I didn't make money at, which again, if you didn't watch my last, build up to this, my last event that I did 2 weeks ago now, I didn't make any money at that one at all. But all the product I had is still there. Now I'm building on that. And now if I don't sell much or I don't sell anything at this event, I still have a really good base for my next events, which are supposed to be bigger. Well, the one I have coming up on that next Wednesday, which is the Kohl's corporate event, I don't know why I'm expecting much out of that one. It's just like, it seems like there's some kind of incentive for the employees to shop with us. So I think I'm going to get people to buy stuff. And again, anyone who buys anything will give me a profit at that event because it was $0 for me to join. So I'm already breaking even on that one. So that's good. So whatever I make at that one, though, I can really make up for some of the other events, well, all of the other events that I didn't make my fee back. So we'll see how much. But, that's a good chance to do that. Now, the next weekend, next Saturday, I'm looking at that one. That one, I think has the potential again to be real good. So I really want my inventory built up by that one for sure. And I want my signage to match and everything. So working on that. Where am I? Yeah, this one has 110 say they're going and 1.6K interested. So that looks a lot better. Also, this is like a citywide event, even though it's at Kohler School, Kohler, Wisconsin. It's apparently something they do every year too, which I never heard of before. I'm not really from that area, so I don't go there. But and I was surprised that they accepted my application. I guess they didn't have enough people or something apply because they're like, oh, I guess we'll do this one off the wait list. That we were like, I don't know about her. I don't blame them. I mean, but anyway, so this one seems a little more prestigious, and they have like a shuttle that goes from their fair here, and then it goes to, they got other stuff going on. There's another holiday market at the American Club, wherever that is. And then there's a shops at Woodlake. So basically, people want a holiday shop that day. They can go on all these 3 places. But that's a lot of competition too. But we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to that one. I'm not looking forward to this one as much, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, this one and the one in December where I'm doing at a school are both kind of risky. But again, without knowing that I got this one, because this seems to be the biggest holiday event that I've gotten next weekend, which I didn't know I was going to be doing until a couple days ago. So when I was planning on these other little ones, like that was because I didn't get into a really big one. So we'll see. Also, I'm not sure about this yet. My husband talked to the assisted living place that we're possibly putting my mother-in-law to live in, not putting her there. That's not a good way to say it. She wants to live there, actually. She's very excited about it. And it's right down the street from us. But anyway, the opening, there's no wait list right now. So she might be getting in there actually sooner than we thought. So I might be able to do my windows. This year still. We'll see how that goes. I don't want to really knock on my wooden table right now, knocking on wood. Right now, looks like in like a week or two, I might be able to actually leave during the day when my husband's at work and do stuff, which would be nice. And I can also film better when no one's here, like I said. So, and get a lot more stuff done. Anyway, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Maybe, I don't like to, I really shouldn't have said anything. I don't like to like get my hopes up about it. Again, I don't mean to be like that. But as far as like doing stuff for me, like doing my business stuff, it would be great if that was true. So hopefully it is. And again, we're not like kicking her out. She does want to be like have her own thing, and we're going to be right down the road, and my husband for sure is going to be visiting her like every day. So, you know, it's not like we're shipping her off somewhere or whatever, but I think that'll be good for all of us if that happens, but we'll see. So, let me show you the van. All right, so update, I got my mailbox in here, tablecloths. I don't know if I had that before. I had all this before, I think. Let me go in the front. All right, the front seat I have, this is all my rubber stuff, basically, that I'm taking. I'm gonna bring this in first, that's why it's in the front. I had also my extra hooks for my pegboard in here. And then I have all my door hangers. Those are all priced and ready to go. Now my light's off, great. How do I turn that back on? Hold on a second. There we go, figured it out. Okay, then I have these, which I think I had in here before, but those are gonna go on my bench, on my 6-foot table. These are to hold my, I can't really see, but those are my white things that hold my small signs. Those are very delicate. So, got all that in here. Gonna start bringing some more of the product stuff in here that I have. In fact, I can go back in and show you what I have, and then I'm gonna bring it in the van. So I'm bringing this pegboard instead to hold my magnets, which actually on this channel I haven't really talked about the other thing I had to hold my magnets. And I don't even know where that is right now. I think I might have put it downstairs, but this is a little bigger than that one, and I have a space for it. The other one is like it's got one side and then the other side, and it's like a triangle, like where it's got one side here and one side here. That's hard to explain now. See, I don't know. If I can find it, maybe I'll show you later. But this displays all of them on the same side, which is preferred. And I can just lay this on one of my tables. That's fine. This is my little water bottle cooler thing holder. I got like cleaning supplies in here, extra tape, scissors and stuff like that is all in here. Got my binder. I cleaned out my little folder that I had a bunch of crap in, finally. I have all my signs in here. I still have to print out, I have to show you that too, my Employee of the Month sign. These are my ornaments, left over from my last event, my ornaments. It's got the new signs I made for those. Let me show you. Yeah, here's the magnet sign I made. And then the ornaments. Those are in there. I don't need these anymore, actually, I can throw that out. But all the hooks I had for the last time when I used the pegboard at my last event, that's all in here, ready to go. These are just extra clips if I need them for anything. I'm gonna work on making some more ornaments. I'm gonna work on the thin ones first, so I can have a few of those available too. Well, hopefully more than a few. I have my suggestion box thing in there, which I use to, with my contact form for people's emails. Some people do sign up every once in a while, so I'm gonna bring it. I got room anyway, so. But that's pretty much there. I just have to kind of finish my products. Everything else is pretty much good. Yeah, so let me show you my new Employee of the Month sign, because I did make one. I didn't get to print it out yet, but I have it on my computer. Hold on a second. All right, so that's the one I made for the new Employee of the Month sign. Every month in perpetuity, Chaz, former assistant, recently promoted to supervisor. So I'm gonna get that printed out. And then I also have this thing, which is the one where I was gonna say that everything's made from scratch, and then if he wants to say anything else, I can print out a bunch of them and put them around my booth. But right now I'm just gonna do the made from scratch one. So that's, again, if you haven't listened to my other videos that I was talking about where I wanted to do that, there you go. Anyway, I talked about both of those, improving both of those in, I don't remember which number vlog that was, but the last time I did an event, that vlog. This is the magnet thing I was talking about. Both sides. That's what I was trying to describe. But anyway, so if I put magnets on here, then it's not really good for display, because then people have to look at both sides. So kind of a pain. I'm very limited on where I can put it, so I'm going to use my metal pegboard instead. Hello, it is Saturday, November 15th. I'm having trouble remembering the date lately. I'm arrived at the place. I'm like 15 minutes early, so I'm going to sit here and recombobulate and tell you a little bit. So I didn't get to film much last night, like I said, but I did end up making more signs. I made, well, with the ones I had already, I have 20 in total. And then I made more magnets. And I don't remember exactly how many I have, like something like 12, which is better because I had like 5 or 6 before. So 12 is good. I didn't end up making thin ornaments, so I'm gonna have to either tell people that I don't have thin ones, or I'm gonna have to cover that part of the sign because I made the sign with both on it. But that's, you know, thinking for the future. So, didn't make any more of those, like I said. Not much else, you know, I packed up the van the rest of the way. I got more sleep than last time. Not much, though. I mean, I went to bed at like 11 something. Probably closer to midnight. And then well, might have been before midnight. I woke up at like 3:30 because supervisor Chaz woke me up, and I decided I might as well stay up because otherwise I'm probably going to be tired if I go back to sleep and then wake up, because usually the first time I wake up I'm pretty awake. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay awake. So anyway, I figured I'm gonna stay awake then, so I did. So I had, you know, a couple hours of sleep, but I had a little bit more, you know, the last couple days compared to the last event I did, which was on this channel I talked about. I don't remember what number of vlogs there were. 8 and 9 or 7 and 8 or something like that. I'll have them listed in the description, obviously. But what I'm saying is I got more sleep than last time, which is good, because I had to bring all this in myself, bring it all out, set it all up and stuff. So, and like I said before, I'm not expecting a big crowd here, so it's probably going to be a lot of sitting and not doing anything. Well, I have stuff I can occupy myself with, and I don't get bored myself. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't have like a bored gene. Like, I can just sit and think and I'm fine. But anyway, what I'm expecting is to be not very, that like the time goes faster when there's people there, you know, or when there's stuff going on. I don't know. They have Santa Claus and stuff too, so I brought a Christmas sweater. That's what I'm gonna wear. But I took it off because I stopped at 2 gas stations this morning, Quick Trips with a K, here in Wisconsin, to get some, because I need change. So I went to the bank yesterday to get some cash out because I am running low on cash, and had to break a few 20s so I could get some change. So I stopped at 2 gas stations this morning, stopped at the store yesterday to get some stuff, so I should have enough, I think. Again, I'm not expecting a big crowd, so hopefully. And honestly, in my experience, I always think I need more cash than I do, like small change. But then I end up getting, when people do pay in cash, they usually give me like 1s and 5s and stuff, and I'm like, oh, thanks. Maybe they're used to it. But I did have one lady, and I did have enough this time, pay for like a $15 or $20 thing with 100. And she's like, do you have enough cash to, you know, break this? I'm like, actually, I think I do. I have plenty. Like, sure. That was at the 4th of July one, the 3rd day of that. So I had plenty by the end of that, because a lot of people did pay in cash there. And I was collecting cash for months beforehand, so. But I should be good. I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 15 in 1s. And I have 2 5s. And 3 10s. So it should be pretty good, I think. Unless I also try to keep my pricing like on the 5s if possible, so that I don't have to worry about singles as much. But not everything is 5. There are things that aren't. I'm gonna phase out the dollar bill like we phased out the penny. I don't do change. So anyway, I wanted to organize my money. That's good. What time is it? It's still 10 minutes to. So there's not much else I can do, and I don't really have anything else to say, so I guess I'm gonna chill out for a bit before I start. Probably not gonna be filming when I set up because it's gonna be awkward and I don't have much time. I only have, it says 7 to 8:30, it starts at 9. I think that what that means is you can't keep going out to your car after 8:30, so like I can set up the product and everything from 8:30 to 9. I think I should be able to get it done like the last event. I'm trying to remember exactly what because I think it started at 10 there, and I think I started set up at 7 there too. But I was done in like plenty of time that time, so I think I should be good. And I have it a little more streamlined now. I do have more products, but I mean the magnets aren't hard to put up. so it shouldn't take too long. So I'm probably just going to take a video when it's done. I might film on one of my trips coming back like I did last time into the car, but I have a neighbor, but probably not. So I'll see you then. All right, it is 8:23. So technically it's supposed to go to 8:30 to set up. So I'm set up with products and everything. I just have to kind of set up my checkout stand a little bit. I have to get my chair too a little warm because I was wearing my sweater. I thought originally I was going to wear a t-shirt and then change into the sweater, and that's what I should have done. But I was like, at the last minute, I'm like, no. So now I'm all, warm. But I was able to get my 4-foot table in there like I planned at first, and my second checkout stand too. So it's a little cramped, but not much. I will obviously take video and stuff when I get back in there, and pictures and stuff like that, like I always do. But I am pretty much set up, trying to cool off a little bit because it's warm in there. I'm gonna open my window. Oh, I don't have my car on, so I can't do that. But anyway, yeah, that went well. I mean, it was a little difficult, especially having to get the rubber under everything. But I pretty much did it on my own in less than an hour and a half. So, oh, I ended up not using these extra things for why can't I think of the name? A riser or whatever on top of my bench, because I wanted to put my pictures against the 6-foot table and the bench on top originally, and I decided to put them down by the kind of at my last event, kind of where it was, like a different part of the pegboard. But anyway, got everything on there. The one, like the right side of the pegboard has like nothing on it, but that's fine. I could possibly hang some signs up there with little hooks that I have. Like I have those inside there, and I have time, so I might do that. But other than that, pretty much set up. So I'll show you the video and talk to you when it's done. We'll see if I sell anything. Let's hope. Like I said, $40, only $40 to break even. We'll see how many people come through and how many people buy things. I do have more small price things, so hopefully it's possible for, so many people to add up to $40 with just like $3 or $5 every once in a while. So we'll see. Not a lot of competition in there, like I said. I mean, there's Santa. That's competition, but that doesn't start until later. So anyway, I better get back in there. Let's hope for at least $40. Goal number 1. Goal number 2 is doubling it, 80. Goal number 3 is breaking 100. But I don't think that's going to happen here. But I might be wrong. I'd like to be wrong. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's go. All right, initial thoughts after the event. So guess what? I reached goal number 1. I got my fee back, plus $1, $41. So I was pretty excited about that because it's never happened. It's the first time, because I've made more money before, but I always paid more fee when I did. So I made $1 after my fee. And again, that doesn't count like materials or the amount of time I was there, and the amount of time I spent like making the things. So, but as far as the fee versus how much I made, $1. Small goals, we're getting there. It was actually like obviously better than I expected. Like it was looking kind of dire the first couple hours, but not really dire because I expected that. And then the 11 o'clock hour, I got a customer, and then that was $12, and I was like, okay, well, I need 28 more, and I could sell one of my big things, and I could sell a magnet, and then I would get 40. I kept like calculating what I could sell in order to break my goal, and then I broke it eventually. So the 12 o'clock hour, I got 2 customers, one just an ornament, and then someone bought one of my big signs, which I just raised the price of. $25 used to be $20. If I didn't raise the price, I wouldn't have made my goal. So did good there. Nothing really notable other than that that I have to say right now, at least. I might have more to say later, but that's pretty much it. You're gonna see footage of how I set everything up. Like I said, I was able to get like everything but the 6-foot bench, the bottom one, the one that goes in front. I could have put that there if I really wanted to, but it was a little cramped in there. I didn't want people to trip over it and stuff because it's kind of protruding out from like the end. Because I was originally going to put the 6-foot in front and the 4-foot in back, and I did the 4-foot in front this time. Well, I normally do the 4-foot in front usually, like at all of my booths, but this time I was going to put it in the back, but I switched it because wait, did I? No, actually, I'm completely wrong. The 6-foot was in front, the 4-foot was in back. I think I originally wanted to do the 4-foot in front and the 6-foot in back because I was worried about the checkout stand, and with the bench in front of the 6-foot, that there wouldn't be enough space there. So that's why I did it initially. But anyway, I didn't put the bench there. So okay, I'm confused, but pretty similar, except expanded out a little bit to the layout of my last event, because this one was 10 by 10, not 8 by 6. So the next one is my Kohl's one. That one is just a table, and I'm bringing my pegboard. So I'm not supposed to bring any other tables or anything like that, which it'll be nice for setup because I don't have to bring that much in, just my product. Which again, so even though I did sell some things today, I still have a good chunk of inventory here, and I can add on over the next couple of days, get stuff ready for Kohl's, and then really want to add on for the next weekend because I'm looking forward to the next weekend event, because that one I think is supposed to be better than this one, and it's closer to the holidays, and people are gonna start spending on holiday gifts and stuff like that, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna try to focus on getting some more stuff done this week and hopefully make a big impact, because that's my big event for the holidays. I don't really have a big one in December, they're all small. So that's my big event. I gotta prepare for it, and I got a good chunk of inventory now, so working on more this week. So again, as long as I'm filming during the week, I'm hoping you'll see me probably working on stuff and preparing for that event, both events coming up. I also have something else I'm doing. Let me just say this, and I think I'm doing that next week because I have until the next Wednesday, not this Wednesday coming up, but the next one after that. At my city recreation center, you could adopt a tree as a business, and I did that, and you have to decorate it, and then you get a little table at their tree lighting ceremony, which is in December, and you can advertise and stuff. So I'm going to do that, and you can win I don't think you win anything, you just bragging rights, I think, if you win the contest. I don't know, I don't think it said if I win anything, but people vote on the best tree or whatever. I'm not really trying to win that, I'm trying to connect with people, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I still have to make ornaments for that, because that's what I wanted to do, was make my own ornaments, obviously. So I'll be working on that too, because I'm gonna have to start bringing those over and putting them on the tree. I have until today, technically until the 26th of November, like I said, next Wednesday, not this Wednesday coming up, the next one, like a week and a half to go do that. So at some point I'll be doing that too. and that'll probably be on the channel. But that's what I have coming up in the next couple of weeks, so nothing else really. Thanks for watching.